Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has proposed a face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin in a rare open letter to the Russian leader. The development has come as the Russian air defenses came under attack from Ukrainian long-range drones. In his open letter, Zelenskyy has written that Ukraine is seeking to end the war with face-to-face engagement between him and Putin. He has also proposed to set a clear date for one such meeting and has assured that there will be complete ceasefire during the negotiations. Zelenskyy published the letter a day after the Ukrainian drones hit St. Petersburg as Putin's home city hosted a major international economic forum this week, which begs the question, are both sides ready to end the war or not? The Ukrainian leader has repeatedly called for a meeting with the Russian president, saying that only face-to-face talks will yield an agreement. And Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov has said that the Russian president is aware of Zelenskyy's letter. Speaking to the reporters in St. Petersburg, Peskov said that Putin has been briefed about the letter, but he hasn't opened it yet. And according to the Russian media, Peskov said that Volodymyr Zelenskyy is welcome to meet his Russian counterpart in Moscow at any time. While the US President Donald Trump has expressed optimism about the letter by Zelenskyy, Trump has said that he's glad that both leaders are talking about a meeting.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad that they're maybe talking about meeting. I think we had a lot to do with it. I know exactly what you're doing. But I think it would be great if they met. They should get it done.
On the other side, the Russian President Vladimir Putin has indicated to make what he's calling some compromises for a peace deal with Ukraine, speaking on the sidelines of Russia's annual economic forum. Putin said that Russia will defeat Ukraine on the battlefield if necessary, but has now added that he's ready to end the war via diplomacy and would honor the terms that he had agreed with the American President Donald Trump when the two had met in Alaska.
I would add this. We are absolutely ready and willing to reach an agreement with Ukraine through peaceful means, and on the basis we discussed at our meeting with President Trump in Anchorage. At that meeting, Russia was asked to consider certain compromises, and Russia is willing to accept the compromises we discussed in Anchorage. But the Ukrainian side must also agree to these compromises, and then the conflict will quickly come to its natural conclusion.
Putin noted that the US has switched its attention away from trying to end the Ukrainian conflict since it launched its own war against Iran.
Right now, the issue of resolving another crisis, the one involving Iran, is extremely pressing. And, naturally, we can all see and understand that the US administration is being forced to shift its attention and deal with this issue above all others.
But amidst the statement, both sides have also raised their stakes when it comes to the war. Ukraine has said that it will make the Swedish Gripen fighter jet as a backbone of its air force to confront Russia. Zelenskyy has repeatedly requested for advanced F-35 Lightning warplanes to counter the Russian air force, but the Americans have not provided them with the F-35s. At the same time, Putin has claimed that Russia has not used its Oreshnik hypersonic missile against Ukraine in real combat conditions, but it only tried it out to observe the results. Both Zelenskyy and Putin have signaled openness to ending the war, but their positions differ significantly on the process, the preconditions, the timing, and on the substance. While Zelenskyy is pushing for an immediate and a direct meeting under American oversight and also a ceasefire during the talks, Putin is holding firm. No talks until the main issues are settled on his terms, including the permanent control of the occupied territories and also Ukraine's formal neutrality, meaning the renunciation of its NATO membership bid. The gap between the two positions remains pretty wide.